I think we are recording now, but also I will try. Okay. So, dear Apura, you can start now, or Seda, Professor Dr. Seda Yıldırım will introduce you.
Yes, thank you, Professor Seda Bostancı. Welcome all speakers again. I have some technical problems. Sorry for being late. Dr. Abhirupa Roy will moderate these sessions. Thanks for her contribution now. And you can start. Also, I have two videos of speakers in the sessions. I will play them when their turn is on. Yes, you can start now. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am, Sada, ma'am, both of you and everyone joined here. I think this fourth International Marketing Symposium is already in its peak. So starting with the first session, me being a moderator, Dr. Abhirupa Roy, assistant professor from Tripura University, India. So our first speaker would be Professor Rashid Hashmi. I think his work is on media. So how media actually shapes marketing globally now. I think, what do you, sir?
Thank you so much. And on behalf of Sharda University, I would like to extend my thanks, especially to the management, to the International Marketing Symposium, Grey Matters, Professor Dr. Siddha, Valentin, Dr. Dermis. Special thanks to all of you. Let me start and let's share something with my experience. Is it visible to everybody?
Yes.
Yes, we can see.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, good. Okay, good afternoon from India, Professor Dr. Siddha and distinguished guests, fellow speakers, and all the industry professionals. It's completely a privilege to be here at the International Marketing Symposium 2025 for me to really speak on a subject that has defined my life's work, my life's journey, and experiences. That means the power of the voice in shaping global marketing narratives. Today we are going to explore how anchoring, podcasting, and broadcast media together they form the emotional backbone of modern marketing, the bridge between information and the influence. In an era of algorithm and automation, it is still the human voice that connects emotion to expression and thought to trust. And as a communicators, all of us, we must ask from ourselves, how can our voices continue to inspire credibility and creativity in a world overflowing with noise? Well, every brand in the world, whether it's Coca-Cola, Apple, or even a local cafe, it has a voice. But the real question is, who speaks for it? Who? In the marketing ecosystem today, voice is not just heard, it's truly a strategy. It's the sound of credibility, the rhythm of trust, and the tone of identity. As anchors, podcasters, or content creators, our voices do more than narrate. They negotiate emotions, cultures, and commerce on behalf of the brands we do represent. A powerful voice doesn't just sell products, it builds a relationship, one of the emotional relationships that endure long after the campaign ends. And that's why in this century, mastering one's voice is not just a communication skill, it's a marketing superpower. Let's take a quick journey through time. In the 1980s and 90s, television anchors were seen as a national voices of trust. They shaped public opinion and build brand credibility. by the 2000 and persuasion. Then came 2010s and 2020s, the age of digital anchoring and podcasting, where voices moved from television studios to smartphones. And now in 2025, we are entering the voice driven era of AI media, where human emotion meets artificial intelligence. It's not just evolution, it's completely a transformation. The journey of voice mirrors the journey of media itself, from authority to authenticity. Yes, of course. As an anchor myself, as an anchor, broadcaster, podcaster, YouTuber, and a professor as well of your fraternity, I have often reflected what gives anchors their authority. It's not a teleprompter, it's trust, it's credibility. Anchors translate complex narratives into relatable human stories. They humanize headlines and make brands believable. When Apple, for an example, when Apple launches a new product, it's not just their engineers who sell it. It's the way anchors on global business channels narrate its story, connecting technology to human aspiration. Anchoring, therefore, remains the most structured and disciplined form of brand storytelling. A skilled anchor doesn't just deliver information, they orchestrate emotion with precision and poise. Their tone, pause, and presence, they can turn a simple message into a movement that audiences remember. Well, podcasting, the new front of intimacy with your audience, with your viewers, with your listeners. If anchoring represents authority, podcasting represents intimacy. A podcast is slow media in a fast world. You are not just shouting across studio, you are whispering into someone's ear. That's powerful. Brands have really realized this. Spotify Originals, as a case study, HubSpot, and even Indian voices like Raj Shamani, Nilesh Misra, they are redefining how brands connect, not through ads, but through conversations that really convert. Podcasting has made marketing, more human. One story, one listener at a time. It gives audience a sense of belonging, sense of ownness, as if they are part of an ongoing dialogue rather than a marketing pitch. In this quiet conversational space, trust is built word by word, believe me, and that trust is what drives modern marketing success. Well, the broadcast media, the power of collective impact. Even in the digital age, broadcast media still holds collective power. A television or radio broadcast reaches millions simultaneously, shaping shared emotion. When in our India, when a news channel like NDTV ran the Greenathon, or globally the global case study BBC, they led a brand Britain. They didn't sell a product, they sold a purpose. There is a big difference. Broadcasting is still the mother voice, the amplifier that turns individual messages into movements. It creates moments of unity where audiences laugh, they cry, they act together, the transcending geographical or cultural divides. And that's why, even in 2025 and in coming 2026, the heartbeat of every major campaign still echoes through broadcast media before it trends online. Marketing has just shifted from advertising to activizing. This is major, paradigm shift. We no longer measure success by how many people saw a message, but how many felt it really. Consumers now buy emotions, not the products. The attention economy has evolved into the trust economy. The attention and voice, authentic, emotional, human voice is the new currency of human connection, human emotions. Stories now travel not through billboards, but through conversations that live in our minds and hearts. And in this world of, let me tell you, fleeting visuals, it's the voice that lingers, shaping perception long after the message fades. Let's look at some examples from around the world globally. Michelle Obama's podcast, The Light, It became a global movement of empathy and empowerment, redefining leadership communication. Coca-Cola's Share a Coke campaign, it didn't just personalize bottles, it personalized human emotions. And Al Jazeera English, you must have seen, it reshaped how the Middle East tells its own story through confident, credible anchors. Each of these proves one thing, only one thing. A trusted voice can redefine how the world perceives a brand, a nation, or an idea. When voice and vision align, storytelling turns into strategy, and strategy turns into legacy. These examples remind us that influence doesn't come from volume, but from authenticity and consistency. Some Indian case studies in India, our voices are resonating globally. Anchors like Nilesh Misra are weaving nostalgia and emotion into storytelling. Nitish Rajput Rashamani, who merges entrepreneurship with optimism. Nitish Rajput uses digital platforms for social awareness, and creators like Techno Gamers, they have really transformed entertainment into a marketing strategy. Indian media has moved from consuming global trends to creating them, making our narratives part of the world's brand identity. Our storytellers, oof, they are just fantastic. They are now ambassadors of confidence, creativity, conscious India. This rise of indigenous voices proves that the next global narrative will not be imported, it will be spoken in our own accent. Now, we stand at a fascinating intersection. Voice meets technology. AI anchors can now deliver multilingual broadcast, adapt tone for audience demographics, and even clone real voices. Brands like Netflix have mastered sonic branding. That iconic tandem is now part of our memory. But while technology amplifies the voice, we must ensure it never replaces authenticity. The future of communication will belong to those who can blend artificial intelligence with genuine human intelligence, because no algorithm, no matter how advanced, can replicate the warmth, hesitation, or passion that makes a human voice truly believable. With great power comes ethical and social responsibility. AI voices cloning and deepfakes, they threaten trust, the very foundation of communication. As professionals, we must ensure transparency, consent, and authenticity in all forms of voices and voice representations too. Technology amplifies. Yes, I do agree. But only ethics can guide the direction of that amplification. We must build frameworks that prioritize truth over trend and empathy over engagement. Because in the end, a voice without integrity is just noise, and our duty is to make sure every word we speak that adds value. What about the future narrative? The future marketer will not be a salesman, but a storyteller with a microphone. From selling to telling, brands must now speak with audiences, not at them. Anchors, podcasters, broadcasters, they are no longer just communicators, they are brand philosophers. They give meaning to markets, emotions to data, and humanity to technology. The next generation of marketing leaders will be those who can speak with empathy and listen with intent, because storytelling is not just about what we say. It's about how deeply our message resonates on the heart of the people. So the major takeaways as we conclude, some simple takeaways. Voice is the currency of connection. Anchoring and podcasting are the tools of trust. Broadcast remains the bridge between local stories and global narratives. And ethics combined with emotion ensures sustainable. Thank you so much for listening. As communicators, let's ensure our voices are not just heard, they must be remembered. I am Professor Rashid Hashmi from Shada University, a professor of media studies, podcaster, anchor, broadcaster, and of course, yes, an author. And forever, a student of stories, may your voice continue to shape the narrative of tomorrow. Thank you so much. Let us use our voices to inspire change, foster dialogue, and build bridges across cultures and generations. Because when voice meets vision, communication transforms into a legacy, and that legacy begins with each one of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you. So thank you. It was a very energetic and exciting presentation. It was, and it really opened our eyes a lot from the perspective of how you view marketing, from the perspective of podcasters, and then selling the stories, how it all just makes
Well,
us
Dr.
make
Abhirupa,
marketing. Thank you so much.
you
Yes.
yourself are presenting a personality with a voice that connects, a voice that resonates. And I'm having a high sense of gratitude for Dr. Siddha, for Dr. Siddha Yildirim, Dr. Siddha Bustansi. Since you invited me, a high sense of gratitude. I am really overwhelmed, Dr. Valentin, for you too. And thanks a lot, the whole management of International Marketing Symposium. I wish this initiative all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you
Thank you.
again. I hope, Professor. Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you. So our next speaker is Dr. Saad Ahmed Khan, and I believe he will be speaking on managing misinformation on social media. Please, sir, you may continue.
Thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity. Good morning, everybody in Turkey. Good afternoon, people who are listening to me from India. I'm currently in Oman. So it's indeed a great honor and privilege for me to be here today. Thank you so much, Professor Siddha, the two Siddhas who are available today. Thank you so much for giving me this lovely opportunity to present my thoughts on this very important topic. I believe my slides are visible to you all. You can just give me a nod that it is visible. This topic, which I'm presenting right now, this is related to social media. As the previous speaker, Professor Rashid, was talking about, that social media and podcasting is going to give us the voices. But many times what happens is that these voices becomes bad for the society, because somewhere when these voices are given to the people, somewhere the bigger responsibility is that these voices are verified, these voices are authentic, and they convey the right message. Many times the society gets manipulated. And if you see the entire scenario that we are having right now, this is the Oman's future skills framework. And I want to draw your attention to the last section, that is the technical skills. So Oman as a society is developing a basic skill framework where they say that how our future is going to look like. And they believe that if people have basic skills and applied skill along with the technical skills, things are going to go along with the contemporary world. Now, the problem is that if you look into the last part, a special emphasis has been given to dealing with media and dealing with information. And this is where it is a point of trigger for all of us, that why the countries are thinking about media so much. Because somewhere right now what is happening is that the way we are consuming the information, the way we are consuming the data which is available through the media, many a time it is not the authentic one, they are not the correct ones. So what is happening? Because many times we listen to the concepts like misinformation and disinformation. So we need to have an understanding, first of all, whether they are the same or there is some sort of difference. Because the kind of misinformation and disinformation which is prevailing right now, it is tremendous. And it is actually impacting the society at large to a level that it manipulates the thought of the people. And that is the reason recently you must have heard that the concepts like WhatsApp universities have come, that from where are you getting your education? It is coming from WhatsApp university. And WhatsApp university itself is something which is becoming very, very negative. So what we are talking about, let's have an understanding that what is misinformation. So when we say that something, when there is a false or misleading information shared regardless of intent to deceive, we refer it as misinformation. So for example, a post comes to you, you saw it, you believed it, and you shared it. It becomes a misinformation. So always remember that not every false claim is a conspiracy. It can be just as simple as that somebody is forwarding a health tip. And we'll be discussing about some of these things, which is going to come up in the next upcoming slides. So we have to have an understanding, first of all, that why misinformation is becoming a bigger problem than disinformation. So as I can see some of the people of media are available here, we have to revisit the definition again, because somewhere we have to see that misinformation is the unintentional spread where all the people and society is involved, and disinformation is the intentional spread. So disinformation is something which somebody is doing deliberately, but misinformation is what? That people, they do it by believing the information which has been shared with them, and they spread it unintentionally. They feel that they are sharing something good, but in reality, they are actually become a conveyor of the misinformation. I'm just showing you some of the pictures here. In the interest of time, I will not be spending any time to wait and seek for your responses, but I'm going to show you some of the images, and you'll understand that how this misinformation has happened. So I have recreated through AI some of the posts which was created in the past, and how it created a disinformation. So if you see the first one, Health Mythbuster, if you see, there's a blue tick also, and there is the news that drinking hot water in 15 minutes kills coronavirus instantly, and WHO confirms it. Now, this is actually a fake picture, but you see the content which is delivered there, it is something which is very much close to us, and we feel that, yes, we can believe into these kind of things. So drinking hot water is a very simple measure which is available in our kitchen. And if it can kill coronavirus, we are going to believe into it, because at that point of time, we all were scared, and we were thinking about the safety of our family and friends. So this is what happened. Same thing happened in this one. If you see election alert, this happened in Delhi, where the ruling party, they circulated a message that do not come out to cast your vote, because if you cast your vote to any party, your vote will go to one particular party only. So already this was again a fake news which was spread, and people started spreading it, because of which many legitimate voters did not turn out to vote, because they thought that their vote will be just wasted. This was a real picture, if you see, where COVID-19 vaccines are safe and effective, protect yourself and those around you. This was a real picture which came up, but many people, they consider it to be fake, because there was a lot of disinformation which was going around. People were finding it difficult to see which one is correct and which one is not. So it is becoming very difficult these days. And as Professor Rashid was saying, that in the modern time, when the voices are heard from the podcasters and the social media, somewhere the role of mainstream media, we have to understand that in the developing countries, the reliability on the content delivered by the mainstream media is going down. So people are no longer believing the content which is delivered by the mainstream media. But the social media is even more dangerous, because somewhere what happens is that you have one wrong post, one fake news, and it goes to millions of shares. There are a lot of emotional triggers which it does it. So there is a fear, anger, hope. And because of that, what happens is that the facts loses the race somewhere, and all these things, the emotions, it wins the race, and it is reaching to so many people. So we have seen so many things which has happened recently. I won't be getting into the details in the interest of time, but we all have seen this aspects at some point of time. So right now, the current landscape is that we are having a greater reliance on social media for news. We are having a lot of algorithms. We have seen that some of the neutral news presenters, they have started their own social media channels, and they are trying to deliver you the information from their side. And since they have a rapport that we believe in the kind of news that they deliver, we are referring to their channels. So we are going for, what we are going for is that we are going for engagement. So with the YouTube algorithms or the Instagram algorithms or the Facebook algorithm, it is always triggering to engagement. So you like somebody's post, you like somebody's video, and the thing is that algorithm will take you to the same person's video and post again and again. So it's not going for accuracy. There are a lot of echo chambers which are now coming up. So there are a lot of AI generated deepfakes, fakes, and bots, which is now transforming the things. And this is becoming really difficult to understand what is right and what is wrong. This is some of the real world cases which has happened. There was COVID-19 pandemic. There were a lot of fake cures, lot of vaccine related issues were circulated. People, some of them were correct, some majority of them were fake, and still people believed them. In 2016, when Donald Trump was fighting the election, and in the US election, there was a lot of disinformation campaign which was happened. In India, because of the population, a lot of WhatsApp messages were circulated, which led to many mob violence cases. In Philippines, the troll farms have emerged, and now Philippines is one of the leading industry in creating a troll farms. So how the global response is coming with regards to this misinformation and disinformation? From the government level, I mentioned three governments who are doing their job. One is the European Union, which is actually come up with an act. Then we have in India, there are some IT rules which are trying to make some fact-checking mandates. In Singapore, protection is coming from the online falsehoods law, but still a lot of things has to be done in this area. This is actually an area where not many things are explored. Twitter, before it became X, they started flagging and removing the fake news. They're still doing it, but they are report that it is highly biased now. YouTube is also trying to reduce the algorithm, and it is actually trying to give you a recommendation if there is any explicit or harmful content which has been given. And now we have some of the fact-checking societies which have come up. For example, we have PolitiFact, Alt News is there, Africa Check is there. So all these things are now coming up. So what are the tools that can curb misinformation? And this is important for us, that how we can stop misinformation as the higher education academics. So there are some tools, for example. So there are fact-checking websites, which is there. We can always check whether something is real or not. So we have Snopes, we have factcheck.org. Google gives you a method to reverse image search. If you put anything in Google Lens is going to give you the related images where you can find out the image which have been shared with you is the original one or not. And then we have TinEye also, which also does the same job. We have a lateral reading, which checks multiple sources before trusting. We have media literacy program at schools and universities. This is where our role comes into picture. And there are a lot of AI tools which is now coming up, which actually detects the deep fakes. So these are some of the things which we can do. But at the individual level, the point of misinformation is that we should take a pause before sharing. When something comes, let's not be in hurry to share it instantly or to repost it instantly. Let's take a pause. Let's think again that is it really credible? Is it really reliable? Is it really something which is worth sharing from my side? It can be a clickbait. It can be something which is going to manipulate your emotions. So we have to see, at least in our universities, colleges, schools, at least we need to imbibe these kind of skills to our students, that take a pause. Do not believe on social media straight away. Think logically. And if you can use some of the tools, use the tools. And try to see that you should only promote the accurate information, at least in your personal network, if not in the general network. There are a lot of way forwards. Actually, I'm going to discuss 4. There can be many. So we all have to collaborate. The government, the tech companies, educators, the users, everybody has to collaborate together. We have to join hands in fighting this misinformation campaign, which is going on. We have to have some regulations with the freedom of expression safeguard, because what happens is that many people, they say that when the government is trying to impose some sort of rules on social media, they say it is actually an attack on their right to privacy, right to thoughts, right to the expression of their voices. So it becomes a problem there. So somewhere we have to see that the regulating authorities, they make the rules in such a way that these kind of things are also safeguarded. And somewhere we have to have a resilient digital citizenship through education. So it is where the responsibility of our institutions, our higher education institutions, comes into the picture. And we also have to have an understanding that misinformation cannot be eliminated completely, but we can reduce it, we can manage it to some extent. So in the word of Mark Twain, a lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is still putting on its shoes. And therefore, managing misinformation is not just about technology, it's more about responsibility. So with these words, thank you so much. I bring my presentation to an end. Those of you who are interested to connect with me, you can always connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm quite active there. Thank you so much. Have a great time. If there are any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer.
Are there any questions? Thank you, Professor Saad Khan. Thank you for your presentation. It was very enlightening in terms of how we should individually curb misinformation. Thank you so much. Now, upcoming, we have Professor Dr. Rohit Bansal, who will
He sent
enlighten.
his video. I will play now. Yes, he sent his video.
Okay.
I will share now.
Okay. Okay.
Hello everyone, I hope you are having a wonderful time. I am Dr. Rohit Bansal, working as an adjunct faculty in Rockford College, Sydney, Australia. Thank you so much for inviting me as a speaker in 4th International Marketing Symposium. The topic of my presentation is Customer Engagement Strategies in Digital Landscape. First of all, you need to understand the concept of customer engagement. What is customer engagement? It refers to the emotional and behavioral bond that develop between a customer and a brand through consistent, meaningful, and personalized interactions. It goes beyond simple transactions by creating experiences that resonate with customers' values, preferences, and emotions. When customers feel understood and valued, they are more likely to interact with the brand frequently, provide feedback, and participate in various brand-related activities. Unlike traditional marketing approaches that prioritize short-term sales, customer engagement focus on cultivating long-term relationships built on trust and authenticity. By delivering consistent value and positive experiences, brands can foster loyalty, encourage repeat purchases, and turn customers into advocates who promote the brand within their network. Ultimately, strong customer engagement not only enhances satisfaction but also drives sustainable business growth through lasting emotional connections. Next point is customer engagement is repeated and satisfying interactions that strengthen the emotional connection a consumer has with a brand. This definition was given by Shevlin. Online customer engagement is different from offline customer engagement. Unlike offline customer engagement, online customer engagement enables customers to connect not only with the brand but also with other consumers, share experiences, and influence perceptions through reviews, social media, and community discussions. This interconnected and participatory nature of online engagement makes it more continuous, measurable, and impactful in shaping customer loyalty and brand advocacy. Next point is, what is the significance of customer engagement? First prominent point is customer retention. Engaged customers are more likely to remain loyal to a brand over time. When customers feel valued and appreciated, they are less likely to switch to other competitors. Continuous engagement encourages repeat purchases and long-term relationships. Retained customers contribute to stable revenue and reduce acquisition cost. Next point is brand loyalty. Consistent engagement builds emotional connections between customers and the brand. Loyal customers prefer your brand even when competitors offer similar products or prices. Emotional attachment fosters trust and strengthens the customer brand bonding. High brand loyalty often leads to positive word of mouth and customer advocacy. Next point is increased revenue. Loyal and engaged customers significantly contribute to a brand's financial growth. They are more inclined to make repeated purchases, explore premium products, and opt for subscriptions or add-on services. Their strong connection with the brand increases their lifetime value as they are willing to spend more and remain consistent buyers. This sustained engagement not only boosts immediate sales but also creates a steady stream of long-term revenue through upselling and cross-selling opportunities. Next point is positive word of mouth. Highly engaged customers often turn into brand advocates who voluntarily promote the brand within their social circles. They share their positive experiences through social media posts, online reviews, and personal recommendations, enhancing the brand's credibility and reach. Next point is, what are the prominent customer engagement strategies which can be employed by marketing professionals in order to engage the customers more effectively? First strategy is personalization. Personalization is a powerful strategy that leverages customer data such as names, purchase history, preferences, and browsing history to create tailored experiences that resonate with each individual. By delivering personalized recommendations, exclusive offers, and relevant content, brands can make customers feel recognized, valued, and understood. For instance, addressing customers by name in emails, suggesting products similar to their past purchases, or curating content based on their interest can significantly enhance engagement. Next strategy is interactive content. Interactive content transforms passive consumers into active participants by inviting them to engage directly with the brand. Activities such as quizzes, polls, surveys, live videos, and contests capture attention and encourage meaningful interaction. These formats not only make the customer experiences more entertaining and memorable, but also provide valuable insights into customer opinion, preferences, and behavior. Moreover, interactive engagement increases the time users spend on a brand's digital platforms, thereby deepening their connections and boosting overall brand visibility. Next point is social media interaction. Be responsive and active on platforms like Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Reply to comments and messages, mention followers, and create a dialogue to build a strong brand customer relationship. It is necessary for every marketing professional to show presence on social media platforms because nowadays a lot of customers are investing a lot of time on different social media platforms. So you can create different communities on social media platforms and engage the customers by creating interactive communication dialogue platforms. Next point is loyalty programs. In order to engage the customers, marketing professionals can reward customers for making repeated purchase or brand interactions. Like you can offer them point-based systems, exclusive deals, or early access to products keep customers coming back. When you are giving additional advantage to your existing customers, they will become more loyal towards your brand. Next point is targeted email campaigns. Targeted email campaigns are a strategic way to communicate with customers by tailoring messages based on their specific behaviors, preferences, and purchase history. Instead of sending generic or mass emails, brands can segment their audience and deliver personalized content such as cart abandonment reminders, exclusive birthday discounts, loyalty rewards, or notifications about product restocks and updates. Next point is feedback mechanism. Feedback mechanisms play a crucial role in enhancing customer engagement by providing an avenue for customers to express their opinions and suggestions. Through tools such as surveys, product reviews, star ratings, and comment sections, brands can gather valuable insights into customer satisfaction and expectations. Next point is user-generated content. User-generated content is one of the most authentic and powerful forms of engagement as it involves customers sharing their own experiences, reviews, photos, or creative posts related to a brand's products or services. When brands encourage this type of participation, they build trust and authenticity since potential customers often find peer-created content more reliable than traditional advertising. Next strategy is community building. Community building takes engagement a step further by creating spaces where customers can connect, share experiences, and support one another. Online forums, social media groups, and brand specific communities provide a platform for meaningful interaction between customer and the brand. Next point is, to conclude, we can say that customer engagement plays a significant role in modern business landscape, significantly impacting brand loyalty, customer satisfaction, and overall business performance. Therefore, engaged customers are more likely to impact repeat purchases and develop emotional connections with the brand and actively promote it through positive word of mouth and social proof. Digital marketing and customer engagement go hand in hand to create a comprehensive customer-centric strategy because they provide channels, tools, and data-driven insights to attract, reach, and convert potential customers efficiently, while customer engagement ensures these customers remain loyal, emotionally connection, and willing to advocate the brand. I hope you like this presentation. If you have any query, you can post it to me. I will respond to you shortly. Thank you so much once again for inviting me this wonderful event. Keep organizing such kind of events and provide opportunities to researchers and academicians across the world. Thank you once again.
Thanks to Professor Rohit Bansal, who is not with us, but he has enlightened us with his customer engagement strategies. I think the next professor who will be joining us is Professor Dr. Tahir Sufi, who will enlighten us with the use of cultural narratives in dark tourism in Mexico.
Hi again. Professor Dr. Tahir Sufi sent his video too. I will play it in a minute.
Okay.
I will open now.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to all the participants to 4th International Marketing Symposium 2025. I would like to congratulate all the organizers for organizing such a wonderful conference on such an important theme. And also I would like to thank them to give me an opportunity to participate in this conference. My topic is about the cultural narratives in dark tourism. We all know about dark tourism, that how different countries are promoting this kind of niche tourism. In Mexico also, this tourism has taken roots over the decades But here, there are some different kind of marketing promotion strategies are used here to promote this sort of tourism, especially cultural narratives, storytelling. So we will elaborate that how this form of tourism is promoted, developed, why do tourists come here. So we are going to discuss it today. First of all, we all know dark tourism about visiting sites that are linked to death, tragedy, suffering. We have some examples like Auschwitz, Ground Zero, Chernobyl, Hiroshima. What dark tourism does is it combines education with emotional engagement, and it also provides us ethical reflection. When we visit such sites, it makes people think about the reality of life, especially through the lens of these incidents due to which these sites emerge. This is a growing area in tourism. It explores human tragedy. It explores human response to the tragedy that has occurred long time back. If we look at the tourism statistics related to Mexico, it's doing remarkable well. As of year 2024, it was the sixth most visited international destination with over 45 million arrivals. The dark tourism in Mexico is about mixture of pre-Hispanic, colonial, and modern narratives. This sort of tourism is basically based on political violence, the history of cartels, and natural disasters. At the same time, this sort of tourism, it raises ethical questions about whether people should commercialize death and suffering. Because here we have some suffering and death and destruction. And on the other hand, this form of tourism promotes that tragedy. So it raises an ethical question whether this form of tourism should be promoted. It reflects on how culture and memory shapes visitor motivation. That what's the role of culture, what is the role of memory in shaping the visitor motivation. So this is the background of dark tourism, especially in context of Mexico. Well, here the dark tourism, it symbolizes the rise of narco culture, the dark heritage. We have certain sites like El Chapo's hometown. We all know who he was. There are a lot of documentaries on him on YouTube. There are some narcotoms, some areas where these people are buried, and they are visited by lots of people. Such sites, they generate a lot of income, but at the same time, they raise the moral, legal, and social dilemmas. This form of tourism illustrates transformation of violence into cultural capital. That just till recently, the sites where violence had taken place, and today, large number of tourists are visiting these places. So, so these are the ethical question and the dilemma in this form of tourism. Well, this study is about that how cultural narratives influence dark tourism in Mexico. There are cultural narratives behind promoting this culture. The tourists, when they visit the places here, they are told different stories about the past, about what happened in those sites. So these are the cultural narratives. There's a storytelling about the incidents with a specific art. There are a lot of souvenir shops which sell the souvenirs related to this form of tourism. Those souvenirs, they convey a story in their own way. So this number one objective, that how do cultural narratives influence this form of dark tourism? And number two is to identify tourist motivation and media influence in this form of tourism. If we look at the conceptual framework of this study, it combines the cultural narrative theory, consumer behavior, and thanatology. It focuses on storytelling, identity, socio-cultural meaning making, and it evaluates dark tourism as education versus sensationalism. It considers emotion, memory, and cultural identity as key motivators. What we have done is we used qualitative design using thematic analysis. We collected the data from TripAdvisor, YouTube, Instagram, Reddit, blogs, and media articles. We also explored online narratives and tourist experiences, and we triangulated data for validity and reliability. Well, the results show that the key motivational factors due to which tourists visit these sites is, first of all, about curiosity about narco history and local culture. We all know that because of Netflix and other streaming portals, these sites have received huge following. A lot of people, millions of people around the world watch about these sites and these persons who contribute to this form of tourism. Number two is thrill-seeking and fascination. Visiting these sites, it promotes thrill-seeking and fascination with danger. People have the first-hand experience of such places where these people or these incidents happen. They experience those sites in first-hand. And there's a deep influence of pop culture, which is promoting this sort of tourism, due to which people are attracted towards this form of tourism. For example, there's Netflix, there is a narco corridor, and social media. There is an ethical reflection. People want to learn about violence. They want to see how resilience is developed within the society. And there are some attractions like Jesus Malvadier and Santa Muerta. These are the cultural figures. People are attracted to these cultural figures. And these are some of the tourist motivation why they visit such sites. And the next is the role of cultural narratives. We said that there are cultural narratives behind this form of tourism which trigger visit to these sites. So narratives, basically, they transform tragedy into shared memory and meaning. The narratives, they give meaning to these places, to these incidents. They reinforce the local identity. It has become the local identity, and it provides an emotional connection to the past. The cultural narratives, they also encourage empathy, and they provide deeper understanding of cultural history. And finally, the cultural narratives, they strengthen the authenticity and storytelling in destination marketing. We all know that one of the biggest problems with destination marketing is authenticity. There are a lot of tourist destinations, but there's always question about authenticity, that how authentic are those tourist products and services which people are experiencing after traveling large distance. So this form of tourism, this form of cultural narratives, they help in maintaining the authenticity of the tourist destination. There cannot be anything fake about it, because the places are genuine, the stories are genuine, it has happened in the past. The only thing what remains is whether we should promote this form of tourism. But whatever it is ethical or unethical, at least it is authentic. It cannot be manufactured anywhere else. So there has been a lot of influence of media and pop culture also. Social media hashtags has amplified it, and the strong tourism marketing has blurred the lines between entertainment and education. There are certain theoretical and managerial implications. The theoretical implication, of course, is how this form of tourism, it expands the narrative theory, and it highlights the consumer identity and ethical dimensions. And in managerial implications, how to promote ethical storytelling. That, from this study, we can see that at least how ethical storytelling and local engagement can provide authentic tourist experiences. This form of cultural narratives, they develop reflective and educational tourism experiences, and when mixed with the digital media responsibility, when we avoid glamorization, so this form of tourism can be an important form of tourism. It can contribute to the local destinations. Well, in conclusion, we can say that the dark tourism in Mexico, it blends emotion, cultural, and morality. The cultural narratives shape meaning and engagement. The ethical storytelling can turn curiosity into cultural understanding. It can promote sustainability and community-based tourism. And this form of tourism can transform dark history into cultural reflection and learning. So thank you very much. And I would like to thank organizers once again to give me an opportunity to be part of this conference, and all the people who are part of this conference. Thank you very much.
Thanks to Dr. Tahir Sufi sir. I think he has made an excellent presentation on dark tourism. I think, Sada ma'am, we can go to the second session.
So in this part, all the speakers are finished. In this,
Yes, ma'am. Actually,
Thank you. Then let's a break and see you in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. It's a break.
okay.
Thanks.